What if the greatest prison in history was never built with walls, chains, or bars, but with beliefs we never questioned? Humanity didn't fall asleep by accident. We were engineered into it. Ignorance did not appear overnight. It was built, not by demons or enemies or governments, but by our own disconnection from truth. Ignorance is not darkness itself. It is the absence of light, a condition that appears when love is forgotten and fear becomes the teacher. It was never an external conspiracy. It was an internal amnesia. The first brick, forgetting our source. The first act of ignorance began when we said, "I am separate." From that single illusion, the rest was constructed. Separation birthed fear. Fear birthed control. Control birthed corruption. Corruption birthed suffering. And suffering reinforced the illusion of separation again. It became a perfect loop. We built cities of intellect, yet starved our souls. We called it progress, but it was just forgetfulness wearing a suit. The second brick, the worship of form. In the early ages of humanity, we could still hear the language of creation. The wind spoke, the fire whispered, and even silence had meaning. But as the intellect grew louder, the soul became quieter. We began to worship objects, symbols, and systems, and forgot the invisible wisdom behind them. We mistook the container for the content. We started to call knowledge power when it was supposed to be responsibility. We learned to count the stars, but forgot how to speak to them. The third brick, the invention of mine. The moment humanity said, "This is mine," was the moment the architecture began to rise. Ownership replaced stewardship. Greed replaced gratitude. Borders replaced belonging. We built walls around love and called them nations. We divided the same earth we were all meant to share. Ignorance became systemic, passed down through language, culture, and bloodlines. Children were born into illusions they never agreed to, yet defended them like sacred truths. The fourth brick, the education of amnesia. Schools began teaching facts, not wisdom. Religion began teaching fear, not connection. Media began teaching division, not empathy. We called it civilization, but it was domestication. Our hearts were trained to look outside for meaning, when the real university was within. The curriculum of ignorance teaches one central lie: you are incomplete. From that lie, the world built industries to sell you wholeness. The fifth brick, the subtlety of comfort. Ignorance doesn't always look like pain. Sometimes it looks like comfort. When humans stop questioning what makes them unhappy, they adapt to it. They normalize dysfunction and call it just life. We work jobs that drain us, buy things we don't need, love halfway, forgive halfway, live halfway, then wonder why our souls feel starved. Ignorance thrives where curiosity dies. The sixth brick, the inversion of love. Perhaps the most tragic part of ignorance is how it counterfeits love. It teaches us to love with condition, to forgive with negotiation, to serve for recognition, to give for return, to care for control. It's not that humanity forgot how to love. It's that we learned a version of love that was domesticated. Love became a contract instead of a covenant, the foundation beneath the architecture. At the root of all ignorance is one cause: the misidentification of the self. When the child of light forgets they are light, they begin to fear the dark, and in fearing it, they become it. But here's the good news. Even the architecture of ignorance is built with divine material. Every brick, every shadow, every illusion, all of it can be dismantled by awareness. The demolition plan. You don't destroy ignorance by fighting it. You outgrow it. The moment you remember that you are not separate, the structure begins to crumble. The moment you forgive instead of blame, another wall collapses. The moment you choose awareness over comfort, the roof caves in. And when the dust settles, you realize there was never a prison, only a mirror reflecting your own forgotten freedom. Ignorance was the teacher. It had to be this way. Without darkness, you would never crave light. Without confusion, you would never seek truth. Without separation, you would never rediscover unity. Ignorance was not the fall of humanity. It was the classroom of remembrance. The greatest paradox of existence is this: you had to forget love in order to learn what it really is. Chapter summary. Ignorance is constructed, not inherited. Separation was the first illusion. Ownership replaced stewardship. Education of fear replaced wisdom of the heart. Comfort is the camouflage of ignorance. Love was inverted into transaction. Awareness is the demolition tool. Ignorance is not the enemy. It is the teacher of remembrance. You do not fight the dark. You simply turn on the light.